Rapper Yella Beezy out of Dallas, Texas, was arrested on Thursday on multiple charges, and one also being sexual assault. Wow. And he was arrested right before he announced that he had just signed with Asylum Records. The rapper Yella Beezy, whose real name is Markies Deandre Conway, was charged with child endangerment and unlawful carrying of a weapon, as well as an outstanding warrant for sexual assault. The police department said in a statement to the people on Friday he was being held at the Collin County Detention Center under a $50,000 bond for their sexual assault charge. Police said jail records show that the 30-year-old has already been released. Further details about the allegations against Beezy were not immediately made to the public. The rapper, who has previously opened up for Jay-Z and Beyonce, released a new single called I Guess in conjunction with a music video for the song. The release of the single, with his announcement that he'd signed to Asylum Records, he told Complex Magazine, "It is not clear if Beezy is retained an attorney to speak on his behalf." A representative for Asylum Records did not immediately respond to the people's request for comments. This is reportedly the third time that Beezy has been arrested this year. In February, he was arrested for a misdemeanor charge of unlawful carrying of a weapon in Dallas after police performed a traffic stop and found 5 firearms inside of his SUV. The newspaper reports that this case is still pending. He was also arrested in August on a drug and weapons charge, though it is not clear if the case is still active. In 2018, Beezy was shot multiple times while inside a car driving on a Sam Rayburn tollway in Louisville. Previously reported, police told the news station that more than a dozen shots were fired and Beezy was hospitalized for his injuries. Wow. And it gets sad sometimes when you see these young rappers on the grind, but at the same time, we don't personally know them. And sometimes it's just the karma that follows them and hunts them down. Because every time it seems that bad tends to find its way towards you. That could be from something you did in your past or something that you're continually doing. Because we know most rappers, they come from the hood and they make big hits, get to making money, but they don't know how to switch over. You have to switch from street to entertainer. And that's been happening for many moons. These entertainer rappers don't know how to switch once they get to the bag. They still tend to think that they're street. They even think that they're even more street because now they got money to buy guns, to buy drugs, and then they think they're bigger than life. And then what ends up happening? They lose their life, whether by death or whether by jail. But they have to change. I don't know who's managing all these young up-and-coming rappers and even some that are still in the game. It's like nobody's in your ear saying, bro, you made it. You don't need to do this. Now it's time for you to continue to get money since you're on the path now. Nobody's giving them the game. They're just leaving them out there. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't cool. You know what I mean? You have to always keep an ace in the hole. That means you need to always keep somebody with a level head in your corner, so when the world starts to weigh heavy on you, you can go to your mother, go to your father, go to your grandma, your uncle, or your big homie, somebody you need to be able to go to shake you back in balance. And that's what I believe that these young people are missing, because it's just too many of them getting in trouble. Every time you look around, they in some shit. And most of them getting in shit that it's hard for them to even get out of. You know, we just seen the story on Fetty Wap. You know, they running a whole drug ring from the East Coast to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Now he's in some shit. It's like, damn, ain't nobody telling you, hey, bro, you're already making money. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. We know that works. And we know how the dope game works. We know how the end will be. We see the ending of that. We see the ending of street life, gang life. We know what your end is. But in the music world, you can go for 40, 50 years. Look at Jay. So yeah, use Jay as your blueprint. He came from the streets just like you. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.